Good afternoon, YouTubers. This is DasGregor. Wow. Can you believe it's been 9 months since the last time I did one of these videos? I can't believe that much time has passed. But it's been really busy here. We've had to lay off a few people at my job, and so we're doing a lot more with a lot less right now. And YouTube videos really haven't been the highest on my priority list. Did I just say that? YouTube, not a priority? Yeah, I did. It's the truth. Gotta do other things besides having fun with making videos. Besides, I know a lot of you guys probably just think that I'm just something that you listen to put yourself to sleep at night. Anyway, just to catch you up on a few things. Since the last time that I did do a couple videos, I had bought a EPC, which I thought would make it easier for me to do videos because it had the built-in webcam, it was Linux, and after using it for a while I realized very quickly that it really isn't worth all the hype that they put out there for it. And I ended up selling it already. After only maybe 1 month or 2 months of having it. It was a very disappointing device. I really expected a lot more coming from the fact that it had Linux on there. I expected to have a lot more power, flexibility, and ability to install pretty much whatever I thought I would want to be able to use on it. And with it being as lightweight as it was, I did think it would be a little bit better of a product, but it was very disappointing. So I got rid of it. Right now I'm back to using my Sony camcorder through FireWire in my Linux box over here. In regards to YouTube, or not YouTube, Ubuntu, I got a lot of comments about my Ubuntu video. I appreciate those. That was something that I tried when I was helping my wife put Linux onto her tablet PC. If you remember, I bought her one of those about a year ago, a little over a year ago. She really wanted to be able to have the touch screen, the ability to draw on the screen, and a few of the other features that come along with a tablet PC. And I was very nervous about putting Linux on that because that was something pretty new for me in regards to the type of hardware, and I didn't know if Linux would work very well on that. But I figured after about a week or two of her attempting to use Vista with it and begging me to please get rid of that horrible operating system, that I would start with Ubuntu and put it on there first and check it out and see if I could get it running. I figured it would be a lot faster to install since the packages didn't need to compile, and you could just trial and error. You could probably do it a lot faster than trying to figure it out with Gentoo. And then once I got it on, it looked pretty sharp. I was really impressed with its interface. Whether it was GNOME or KDE, it was a very good interface and pretty simple to use as well. But after about 3 weeks to a month of her trying to use it with Ubuntu, I kind of got tired of the way it worked with getting updates. And then there was one point when I was working on it and suddenly something went awry with the packaging, and it decided to blow it up here. And so I said, oh, forget this. This is not worth the headache. I know exactly what to do if it's Gentoo. I'm going to put Gentoo on here now that I know what type of packages we need to make the touchscreen work, to make the fingerprint scanner work, to make the webcam work, and all the other built-in devices. I decided that it would just be a much easier process to go ahead and go back to Gentoo. I know it's a lot longer to compile the source code, but it's just a much more stable OS, easier to use for someone like myself who likes the code and not just an application that I throw on there, because when the code fails, I can read what the code's saying, figure out why it failed, and go fix it, and then put it back on there. Whereas when you just put down a package from another flavor or just any package, you really don't know why did this break, what is it, what's not working properly. But when you can see the code compiling and you can see the errors when it does break and doesn't work, you can fix those errors. You can go back, repair, figure out what's missing, what's needing to be added, And you can get it fixed so much easier. At least I can get it fixed so much easier using Gentoo and a source-based Linux OS. But anyway, my latest project, the latest thing that I've been working on recently is I decided I want to try and pick up some programming. I've been playing with it off and on for the last 15 years. Never done too much other than what I did with the military back in Germany with building a few database applications, a few simple C applications. And I've been wanting to develop for my phone. My job has required me to go to a Windows mobile phone. Now, I can't stand the fact that I have to use Windows Mobile 6.1, but I will admit, out of testing over the years the different Windows mobile applications, 6.1 so far, and I haven't seen 6.5, has been the best on the phone. Prior to having to go to the Trio 800W with Windows Mobile 6.1, I always used the Palm OS on the Trio 700p, the 755, the 650, the 600, and I was always very happy with the Palm OS. Plus, there are a lot of open source projects out there that support the Palm OS. You try to find open source for Windows anywhere, and unless it was originally Linux based, you're just gonna find a brick wall every time. There is nothing decent that is free for Windows based anything. Everybody that develops for Windows, and I know there's a small percentage of you out there that do this, and this doesn't apply to you, but most everybody who develops for Windows wants something in return. But when you figure the cost of the Windows developing programs, I honestly can't blame you. It is ridiculous that Microsoft wants you to spend $800 for a proper version of Visual Studio 2008. That's just ludicrous. The one thing I love about Linux, it doesn't matter what you're going to program for. The tools to program, to build, are free. They're available to you, and all you need to do is get them, use them, and create. But I won't go on that tirade right now, because I'm talking about my Windows mobile phone. Since my laptop that I have that I use Linux on did initially come with a Windows XP license, I decided to use that XP license, build VirtualBox, and put XP inside of a VirtualBox. Once I was in there, I had an old version of Visual Studio 2005 from a long time ago, was able to install that, and then I was able to go ahead and install the SDK packages for Windows Mobile 6 and start learning how to program for Windows Mobile 6. So I've been working on that for a little bit recently. My first project after learning a few ins and outs was to edit a program that's already out there. It's an excellent program for the Windows Mobile called Vade Mecum. That's V-A-D-E space M-E-C-U-M. And what it is a Windows Mobile version of an excellent Palm OS product called Plucker, with a P. Plucker. P-L-U-C-K-E-R. First time I told my wife that, she thought I was saying something else. So I want to make that quite clear. Plucker. Plucker allows you to connect PDB files from the Project Gutenberg, and they have thousands upon thousands of books that are now in open source because the copyrights have expired, that people have taken the time to translate into text files, or in some cases these mobile files called PDB files, and you can download them to your Palm OS and use that application and be able to read them and be able to scroll them up and down. It's an excellent program. And when I went to the Windows mobile phone, I had to find an equivalent. Now there are other ebook readers out there, but who wants to spend the money for it, and then who wants to spend the money for the books? The whole point of open source and out of copyright is that it's free. And there are so many thousands of works of literature that are available and should be available to be able to either listen to or read. A very good place to go if you like audiobooks is LibriVox.com. They work in conjunction with Gutenberg and translating a lot of these books into audio files that you can download for your phone or for your computer. But I'm getting a little off base here. With Vade Mecum, it's a Windows mobile application that allows you to read these PDF files. The problem is the auto scroll feature in it goes much too fast for my ability, and there's no way to adjust the auto scroll inside of the program. So what I've done is looked at the source code, because it's open source code. I've found where the original author set the scrolling variables. I've edited them so that they match my reading level or speed. Recompiled the code, thrown it on my phone, and now it works wonderful. I can finally read without feeling like I'm having to speed read faster than the Roadrunner, per se. But an excellent opportunity. Anyway, I don't want to make this too long. It's been a long time since I've done a video, and I probably got a lot of things to say, and I should make more videos. But I wanted to catch you up on a few things. So, hope everybody's doing well, and we'll talk to you all soon. Bye.